All right, welcome back to Spanish Fork 17, where we have the 2021 Thanksgiving Dodgeball Tournament. We are still in pool play as we continue on to see which teams will move on to the bracket single elimination tournament later on in the evening. On our right here, we have the Squirtle squad again. In their last match, they lost 2-0 to the Slingers. That last game coming down to a one-on-one matchup between the player on the left there and with the blonde hair and one of Slinger's players. And after that game, they were told they were no longer allowed to wear hats, so they're looking hatless over on the right. On the left, we have Seidel, who took their first match against the Gym Class Heroes 2-1. Looking pretty rough in their first game, but coming back and winning the last two. So this will be a good matchup between a team with one win and a team with one loss. And we'll see if Squirtle Squad can regroup and come back and win this one. And it looks like they already have a couple players down to start. Seidel down one player and and Squirtle Squad down two. Oh, is that a catch? Squirtle Squad, number 12, just caught that under his shirt, and he brings his player back. Oh, and Seidel loses another player. Seidel's down a few guys already, and Squirtle Squad is really looking clean here with their accurate throws, high velocity, and good dodging. Oh, and he gets hit in the back. Oh, but it was caught by his teammate, saves his life, brings the guy back. Now they have all their players on the floor, while Seidel is down 4 players. So we have a 10-6 and 10-5 advantage here. It looks like Squirtle is staying aggressive, throwing as hard as they can and getting him off. They bounce off the back wall and back onto their side. Seidel can't allow that to happen here. Oh, and Seidel tries to catch it and loses another player. So Squirtle Squad strong in numbers. Seidel looking like they might have to call this one and start over. Oh, and from the side, Squirtle knocks another Seidel player out. Seidel has 3 and Squirtle has 9 players. So this is a 3-1 advantage. And you may see Squirtle stay back and wait for the balls to come on their side and then make the attack. Here they go. He is out. So now just 2 players left for Seidel, and now just 1. Wow. So he's going for the one hand, one ball approach. See if he can block some here. And looks like Squirtle is just low on balls. Oh, and he comes and he hits him. He was hiding that one behind his back, and he came out and attacked. So Squirtle already looking strong here in their second game of the pool play. So they're going to switch sides. Like I mentioned earlier, Seidel with a win and Squirtle Squad with a loss already. So Squirtle really needs to win this one and to keep their hopes alive for moving on to bracket play. And here we go. So what I always like to watch out for when starting these games is who likes to come out on the attack, who likes to stay back and kind of wait things out, wait for the dust to settle, some may say. Because it seems like when the game starts, you're at least going to lose a couple players if you don't play it right. So it looks like a pretty clean start for both teams, keeping their players in. And they just lost one, and they're down 2 now. Down 4. So Seidel quickly losing players after it looked like a pretty clean start for both teams. The Squirtle Squad down 1. And they're really practicing those 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. We're seeing that on full display right now. Seidel is waiting back, and that hits his foot. He was ready to throw, and he is out of the game now. So Seidel just down to 3 players, while Squirtle has 7 left, and this looks like a repeat of what we saw in the previous game. over the double block and the throw, and Squirtle loses another man. So Squirtle down to 5 players, and Seidel down to 3. Oh, correction. Squirtle has 6 players, Seidel has 3. So this is a 2-to-1 advantage. So Seidel's got to hope to bring some players back or to be aggressive and even it up here. And balls are flying into the crowd, and the spectators are dodging as well. This is a very interactive sport. And they are being aggressive. We got people almost hit here, including an older lady who is getting medical attention. Not really, but attention from her family. So Squirtle still with 5 players. And Seidel down to 2, and that is game. That quickly ended there. So Squirtle with a good comeback win, evening their record at 1-1. Seidel also taking the loss here and evening their record at 1-1. And we'll see how these teams do continuing forward. We'll be right back with our next match with the Slingers versus the Beastie Balls. And that'll be right back here on Spanish Fork 17.